Hello, and welcome to a Dry Wit NA beverage review. I'm Andrew Orvidal here with Deb Listoka. We are the hosts of the Dry Wit podcast, and this is our YouTube channel where we try non-alcoholic drinks. And today we have a very special review for you. We have our first head-to-head matchup. We are going to crown a champion light in a beer in this video. This is a special one for me because back when I drank regular beer, I drank a lot of light beer because I found out you get drunker faster on it, and that was, hey, what am I doing this for, right? I'm not here trying to sip some thick craft brew all night. I'm here to slam. I'm here to slam these.
You're here to slam. Okay.
Like I've been dared to. So We've got a head-to-head battle of two slammables.
Battle of the bro beers.
Battle of the lights. In this corner, you've seen it in every grocery store and liquor store in your neighborhood. It's the Athletic Light. Athletic Brewing crushing the NA beer game. You can find it all over the place. They have a lot of brands. I think a lot of people are familiar with this. I know for me, personally, this was the Athletic brand was the first NA beer where I was like, oh shit, it looks like NA beers have turned the corner, because I had tried the crappy ones like O'Doul's, and then I was getting ads for the Athletic beer on social media, and I think one of my comedy buddies in LA was like, oh, this is actually pretty tasty. And so yeah, I'm a low-key fan of the Athletic beers. And then in this corner, Go Brewing's Savage Light. If you've watched this channel, we have reviewed some other Go Brewing beers. They have a wide selection. So these are our two. We're gonna go head to head. And I guess we'll start with the Savage Light brew, I think. Again, this is a great can. Go Brewing absolutely crushes their cans. This is an athlete. He has, I believe, some prosthetic leg attachments. Very cool. It's a cool design, cool color palette. Kind of a cool texture on the can. It kind of has like a 3D. I know this is what everyone gives a shit about, but I like it when people put the extra care. It has that kind of like 3D printing a little bit on the label. And let's crack it. Let's crack it. Hit us with the almost dumped it on my lap. Hell yeah. Hell
like
yeah.
a true bro.
Yep.
So this beer is coming in at 49 calories and 9 grams of carbs, and it is less than 0.5% ABV. And looking at their webpage, it says who inspired this beer. Cedric King is a decorated war veteran who lost his legs after stepping on an IED in Afghanistan in 2012. He went from being depressed to not only walking but running to date 20 marathons and completing 2 half Ironman triathlons. So this beer is inspired by
crap.
Cedric.
Wow. I've done nothing with my life. Oh, I don't know if I need a light beer to make me reframe my whole life and how
now
I've
I
done
feel
nothing,
like shit.
But yeah.
Cheers.
I'm just going to level with you right now, Deb. If I ever step on an IED, I'm going back to beer. Real, regular beer.
Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry.
fair. I will
Just
help
so
dump it in your mouth.
Yeah, I just want you to know. Now, this baby is light. This is very light. This does not look like a beer, really. I think if you were poured this, you'd be like, what's going on with the beer? It's quite light. I'm actually going to drink this out of the can. I'm not going to sip it because I think that's how a light beer is classically enjoyed, in the decanter it was manufactured in.
Yes, and I think you should crush the can against your head.
It doesn't smell like much. It doesn't...
No, it doesn't have much aroma at all. It just
has a faint kind of beery scent, a little bit of hop to it. Did this one win any awards? I know Go Brewing has won some awards with their NAs. I don't think this one has won any, but correct me if I'm wrong.
No, and now Cedric feels really bad about himself. Because his beer has not won any awards. No, it has not won any awards, but it has pretty positive reviews on their website.
I will say, it's light, it's clean, it's easy to drink, but it is also light on taste. Holy crap. This is closer to one of those hop refreshers than an NA beer. Like, it surprises me that there's even any, alcohol content from the beer making process. That's how light this is.
I hate to say it, no disrespect to Cedric, but it almost tastes like an NA beer that someone dumped a bunch of water in.
Yeah.
It tastes watered down.
It does taste watered down. You just want a little bit more of it, Okay. So, Deb, out of 3 Ironman triathlons, how many?
I was worried
out of 5
direction that was going to go.
Out of 5, I don't know why I said out of 3. Out of 5 Ironman triathlons, of which you could crush this beer while you're sitting in the bed of your pickup truck after your insane triathlon.
Okay. I don't know. I think I would, being generous, I would give it a 2 Ironman triathlon. Because here's the thing, it almost leaves kind of a bad taste in your mouth. It has a weird beer aftertaste, but you're not getting the actual taste. It's just kind of this lingering.
Yeah, and it's like a hard bitterness. There's no subtlety to the bitterness, and there's not a lot of flavor behind it. It's just bitter. It's like you drank a LaCroix and you're you get this kind of just bitter back to it. Yeah, I was going to give it a 2 also, so we're right, synced up on that.
Yeah, I almost feel like it's like when you would go out for a night of drinking, pass out without brushing your teeth. This is almost that lingering taste in your mouth.
This is that morning after mouth, for sure.
Which I don't know if anyone
it's a
wants.
Little disappointing. Because can design and inspiration and their other beers all together. I was kind of hoping for more, but I don't know if I would really reach for that. I think I would rather just have a seltzer or a hop refresher, or go more into a tastier NA beer, which leads us to our other contender.
Yep.
The Athletic Light.
What I do like about this can is it looks like a light beer.
It's very simple. Yeah, exactly. This is a classic design. They're going with less is more. Hit us with the facts while I'm cracking it here.
Sure thing. So, Athletic Light is coming in at 25 calories, so about half the calories of the previous one. Carbs are at 5. The other one was at 9, so it's
almost half across the board. So
yes, correct.
That'll be interesting. We'll see if they can pack more flavor into a much lighter package.
And it has won a fair amount of awards.
This one also, the aroma is almost like nothing. Maybe a little bit of beer. I feel like the other one had a better aroma. So
color-wise, they look pretty similar, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, this aroma
both look like total pea samples.
Right. The aroma is not delicious, I would say.
Yeah, you just don't get much from it.
And if anything, it's almost like a little skunky.
Probably should have cleared my palate, but that's okay. I'll just take enough swigs.
Yeah.
My palate, again. I say, the guy who drank rainier beer. Let me cleanse my palate.
In between these 2 NA beers, NA light beers. I will say this one does seem more flavorful.
I think, yeah, there's just, and it's not blowing the doors off with flavor, but the flavor that is there, it's got a stronger baseline flavor, and you definitely don't get the watery aspect that we got with the Savage, where it really did seem like a watered down beverage, whereas this, it doesn't seem watered down. It is subtle. It's very easy to drink. You definitely don't get that bitter back end of it, like with the other one, the harshness. It's much smoother.
Yeah, agree. This is making me realize how much I like non-alcoholic beers. However, at 25 calories, when you are craving a brew, this is
almost a seltzer, right?
Right.
I mean,
but I mean, you could trick yourself and think, okay, this is a beer. Maybe if you drank it out of the can, like you're doing, it would have that vibe. But yeah, I mean, this does have more flavor and less calories.
It's refreshing.
Which is a plus.
It's pretty good. Yeah, the flavor is still pretty dang light, but for the fact that they managed to beat Savage in flavor with only half the tools in the toolkit with the calories and carbs is impressive. All right, well, out of 5, I guess we could just use the same scale. 5 Ironman triathlons. I can't think of a new scale.
How about frat boys doing keg stands?
Sober frat boys. This is a halfway fraternity house.
They still want to have that fraternity experience,
like
even though they're sober.
Kappa second chances for frat boys who no more drinking for these frat boys. So yeah, how many keg stands of Athletic Light would I give it? It's pretty good. Maybe this is unfairly harsh. I feel like I would give it a 3. It just doesn't necessarily satisfy me if I'm in the mood for a beery beverage. I mean, it's not bad. I could see myself, this would be a perfectly good beer for the beach, or you could take it to a baseball game, something where it's just hot and you're just like, oh, I want something like as light and just kind of thirst quenching as I can get. I think situationally maybe it would be a 4, but on a day-to-day, I'm giving it a 3, just because, again, it's pretty dang subtle in the flavor profile. How about you?
I would give it 3.5 sober frat boys doing keg stands. And I agree with you on 3 with the flavor and the taste and just the experience of it, but I'm giving it a 0.5 for coming in low cal, low carb. If that's something
now we're getting into the decimals. I guess I would give it a 3.5 too, because I said I said a situational 4. So I guess that 3.5. We're amazingly aligned on these two, but your mileage may vary if you try these. If you have sampled these beers and maybe we're not drinking them in the right context. Maybe we're not pairing them with the right food. Maybe you need a corn dog to go along with this Savage brew, and you're like, boom, I cracked it.
Or you need to run a Ironman.
Exactly.
Which is not happening, for the record. But maybe there's other light beers out there that we don't know about. So if you have a favorite light beer.
So right now our light champion is Athletic Light, but if you've got one that you want us to try, absolutely let us know in the comments or send us a message on social media. If you haven't checked out our podcast, check out the Dry Wit podcast anywhere you enjoy podcasts, and there should be a link in this video. We drop a new episode every Thursday morning, and if you've got any non-alcoholic beverages you want us to review, hit them with us, right?
Hit them with us.
Hit us with them. Do I say hit them with us? Oh, these fake light beers are hitting me hard. The 1/8 of a non-alcoholic light beer I've had has got me thrown for a loop. I'm sorry. But we'll see you next time with a new NA beverage review, because we both have fridges that are too full of these. So subscribe if you enjoy these, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.